Good morning, it's Finsbury day. I didn't even realise this till I woke up. I'm wearing my t-shirt I got at Ali Pali. It's Finsbury day. I woke up at 6 and I tried so hard to get back to sleep, but I couldn't. And it's now like 20 past 8, so I think I'm gonna get up.
They look like mushrooms or
We're in! I don't know if you can hear us, but we're in. I forgot, no, I didn't forget. It was just too busy. Because why is everything happening in London today? But we're in. And we're gonna get water and merch. What were your opinions on Cardinals?
The Cardinals were good. There was one song I liked, the one where it's like I love you.
The one that, yeah. I think we both liked
that one was cute. The bassist was hot.
Thank you. We're called Insta. We're from New York. Thank you very much for coming early.
But we can love our neighbors, you can track your giver favors. Sad.
In the shadow, I feel big one day, made me feel like I was 7. I would exist, but I guess I'm getting pissed. One more thing, I'll be added to the list.
Open up a pit,
Open up the pit.
Na 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 na.
Then I understand this others. It's going in your head. It's going in your head. It's going in your head.
Life update. We left the barricade.
We left barricade.
We needed to sit down.
Our feet hurt way too badly.
Maybe we're getting too old for this.
Maybe we're too old. Maybe we need to start investing.
Yeah, but then we
in
saw those dabs.
We did see some
They're
dabs.
still at the barricade.
They're still at barricade.
We gave up.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Next time.
If you're a rock star, porn star, superstar, doesn't matter what you are, cause she's so a good time, get out of here! Baby, I swear that I wanted to call. See all the way around, but I was too far. See everything ever you see. Since then,
Savage genocide and have got pride. I understand I had to be there from the start. I had to be the fucking planet. The glamour of the life. I took the ring off every hand. I would fly and do a drink. Even every
I am on the train back. I didn't film the chaos of leaving. We left at Starburster, final song. I didn't film the chaos of leaving. I got a bus to Holloway Road and then got the tube. Because I made the mistake of going in that tube queue once for Finsbury. It was just so much quicker. It's like, I'm on the train now. I think because it was Pride and it was also Hyde Park, there's like loads of events going on. There was 2 extra trains. The last train is at 1 a.m. That never happens. But I'm here. I'm on the train. I'm starving. I got some snacks. I'm gonna eat them. Finsbury was 2 weeks ago, but we're gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore the fact my hair has completely changed in the span it's taken me to edit this video. And we're gonna ignore the fact that I filmed a debrief the day after Finsbury and I couldn't find it. Then I found it and I realised I didn't like it. But basically, overall, 10 out of 10. One of the best festival style concerts I've ever been to. One thing I would say is Kneecap and Amel and the Sniffers should have swapped. We said this 2 years ago. We said at Finsbury, bleachers and cigarettes after sex should have swapped. The crowd was hyped for Kneecap, and I know they've been in the news a lot recently, and I know that's brought a lot of publicity to them, and I know quite a lot of people were probably going for that reason. But that kind of meant that Amel and the Sniffers didn't receive the same energy. Obviously, we left the barricade after Amel and the Sniffers, but we both said, we were like, if it had been the other way around, we probably would have stayed, because I mean, we knew kneecap before everything that happened. And I'm not saying the mood dropped during Amel and the Sniffers, but where people didn't know as many songs. Don't get me wrong, the people in the front pit, insane. People where we were didn't really have a clue. They'd open up a pit, but that was about it. Yeah, I don't know. I think the energy would have been a bit different. We would have probably been more inclined to stay at the barricade. But also, I didn't want to miss the last train, even though I then realised there was a train at 1 a.m, so it was fine. So yeah, that is one thing I would say. I would have swapped those two acts around. I mean, they probably weren't expecting kneecap to suddenly blow up and make headlines. If you could, like, go back in time and swap it around. Anyway, and I have one bone to pick with the crowd. People, the amount of people that were refusing to be pulled over the barricade when they were passing out, having a panic attack, just in tears, like clearly not comfortable, when security would be like, are you okay? Do you want us to get you out? And the people they were with would be like, no, it's fine. The person you are with is clearly not fine. I always say to all of my friends, if you want to leave and go to the back at any point, we can do that, you know? I'd rather everyone was comfortable, I'd rather everyone felt safe than everyone was all squished and uncomfortable and not having a good time. Plus, at the back you got more space to dance around anyway. I'm starting to enjoy being at the back. So yeah, I found that a bit iffy in a way, because I'd never put friends or family through that if they didn't want to be squished up against the barricade. Not even that, if they didn't want to be in the, like, pits that were happening behind us. I wouldn't force them to be in it, you know? We said when we went into there, barricade would be cool, but if we end up in the middle, it's fine, because we both know how to handle ourselves. So we were prepared. For some, it would be their first concert, they weren't expecting it. For others, they thought they could handle it and they clearly could not, and that's fine. But it's the fact that the people you're with turn around and go, oh no, they're fine. That really annoyed me, because it was like, A, that feels quite selfish, and B, this person has their own autonomy. They can surely think for themselves. And if you having a good view is more important than that, that doesn't sit right with me. But yeah, that was just my take on the crowd. I do want to do a proper video on concert etiquette, because the Billie Eilish queuing situation, I didn't go to Billie, but my friends have. The queuing situation for Billie, and I think the impact of social media combining together has sort of ruined concert culture even more. And I'm not going to get into it because I do want to address it as a separate matter, but artists pushing for sustainability and being eco-friendly and being environmentally friendly, whilst they have people who are queuing and double camping for days, leaving all their litter, leaving all their rubbish. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. If you support an artist that much, to that extent, especially if you're young and impressionable, I think in a way, if someone is promoting something like that, you should try and stand by it a bit. And the way some of these, and I'm not painting everyone with the same brush here, but the way a lot of these campers have acted has sort of not reflected that, you know? So yeah, but that's a separate issue that I'm gonna focus on, because so much has come up. But yeah, that was Finsbury. It is quite late, but I just did not have time. I was getting home from work and being like, yeah, I'm gonna edit it, and then just falling asleep. So I'm sorry. Anyway, Reading Festival is literally a few weeks away, and we're doing the weekend. We're not camping because I'm 22. I really don't want to be camping with a bunch of GCSE school leavers. So I'm driving, but I'm not sure whether to do 3 separate ones or do like one big one. I might just do one big one, because knowing me, I'll forget to film. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. I'm going to try and post in between that though. My consistency, failing my New Year's resolution, but it's fine. So yeah, I'll be back soon, and I really want to talk about concert culture and concert etiquette, because it's just doing my head in a bit.